Hi, Caspar, on the 18th of August 2021, and I have got a Northern Spanish white here, made from one of Spain's finest white grape varieties. So this is 2020 Verdejo. Verdejo from, it's an organic wine from a winery called Bodegas, Menade. And I tasted the 2019 cuvee of this wine and absolutely loved it, but we kind of just done another Verdejo which had been very delicious as well, and it's been a while now, so I thought we could repeat, and I think people will be blown away by this wine, so pretty excited. 13.5% alcohol. We're in Castilla y León, so near the city of Valladolid. I think the nose is changing a bit as the wine's warming up. I took it straight out of the fridge. I've done my written tasting note. I'm going to do my video note now. It's got a distinct sort of toasty, almost leesy, yeasty note to it. And besides that, there's more of an orchard fruit thing coming out. When I did my written tasting note, there was very little in the way of that. There was more of this sort of citrus, pithy citrus character, which is still there, sort of lemon and lime peel character, but a sort of apple and pear fruit is emerging gradually as it warms. Really sweet, sort of flowery apple note, but that earthy, smoky thing is quite pronounced, and there's a hint of something herbal, which is quite typical for Verdejo. It's often got a sort of a crushed herb character, and I don't know what this is, sage or something, perhaps, possibly. Well, the palate's really quite a grown-up thing. It's quite not overtly sort of a fruity. It's got a sort of savoury, pithy, when I say pithy, I mean like a citrus pith. That's almost slightly bitter lemon oil character to it. It's dense, it's got an earthy thing going right the way through it. It's really quite fascinating and quite grown up, and I think this possibly you don't want to drink too much of on its own, but it just needs a handful of nuts or something to go with it. Be very good with salads, very good with fish. Try it with a bit of cheese, young goat's cheese maybe, or something, a hard cheese. I think would go really well with it. It's even got a hint of lovage to it, which is most unexpected. That spicy celery scent that lovage gives up. Well, I love this just as much as the 19 vintage. It's more uptight in its youth. It's got a firm, that pithy, almost slightly bitter intensity about it that I think is super refreshing and is fascinating. It's a really interesting wine. It's a really good example of Verdejo. As I say, one of Spain's finest white grape varieties. There it is, 2020 organic Verdejo from northern Spain in a winery called Bodegas Menade. Really good thing. I'm enjoying it enormously.